What's up, everybody? It's Seth from Fowler Customs, and yesterday I went out sneaker shopping around Soho in New York. The first place I stopped was 21 Mercer Street, Nike Lab. It's really close to my office, so I stop by a lot. I like it a lot just because they have a lot of shoes that other Nike stores don't. Sometimes they get releases early, things like that. Yesterday wasn't too impressive. They did have the multicolored KD9s, which I'm sure a lot of other stores have. I'm not really a huge fan of them, but it is what it is. They also had some Flyknit Lunar Epics, things like that. Nothing crazy. Air Maxes. I went over to the Jordan wall, and they did have the HTM 1 and 29 pack, which is like a $750 pack, which is a little insane, to be honest. I asked them why they had gotten it in, because I think it came out a year ago or 2 years ago, and they were saying that someone just returned it. So I asked them if it was on clearance by any chance, and they said no, not at all. It's still $750, which is crazy. Screw that. I'm not buying that. The most I'd probably pay for it is like $200, $250. I mean, the leather quality on the 29s isn't even that great, and the 1 doesn't even have any separate panels. It's all knit. So, I mean, not a huge fan. I went over to the Roshi wall and the Air Max wall, and they did have the Flyknit Air Max 1s, which I am a fan of. I just haven't taken the time to buy them yet. Also, the Flyknit Roshi 1s in the multicolor colorway. I really liked these when these first dropped, but I didn't really need them. Next, I went to Kith up in Manhattan, which is a really dope store. It's got all sorts of great stuff. You know, sometimes they tend to sell things a bit higher than the suggested retail price, which is a little frustrating, but they might have some releases longer than other places, so if you need to find something that you can't find in other stores, I check here. They do have a pretty good Vans selection, like they had a nice selection of skate highs, like the more premium ones with the zipper in the back. I like them, just don't need them right now, so I didn't pull any triggers or anything like that. But a pretty dope selection of Vans for sure. Then I went over into their more like Adidas room and runners and things like that. So they had the Air Max Zeros in this all white colorway, which was nice. It was like $150, something like that. And then they had the, I forget which designer this was, but there was a designer who did this pair of Roshis that have this like weird like texture underneath the leather. It's pretty nice, just a little more expensive than regular Roshis, so I didn't need it. If you can remember the name of that designer, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, because it's totally slipped my mind. They had the Adidas Rick Owens runners, which are like $700, which is way too much in my opinion. They had some other nice shoes that are a little bit overpriced. Then you got the Prime Knit Stan Smiths, which I actually really dig. They were on sale somewhere else, so I didn't want to pick them up at Kith. I think they were on sale maybe at like Foot Action, something like that. You also had a nice selection of Asics, like pretty much every recent style was there. Some more Adidas Y3 stuff, like Tubular Doom, some tubulars in the white colorway. They're pretty nice. I just don't need them in my life. Not a huge fan of that big midsole. You had a bunch of Just Don stuff like jerseys, and then the snakeskin Just Don basketball, which is crazy. Then they had the Jordan wall. They had both of the Air Jordan 31 colorways that have come out. They had the green like Brazil color, which is not bad. I don't mind it. I prefer the Olympic colorway though. They also had the new Air Jordan 1s with that sock upper. They had all sorts of like the older releases, like some of the 9s. Nothing too crazy. I think they had the Yin Yang 1s, or one of the, either the Yin or the Yang, I'm not sure which one. But they had the white version, which was pretty nice, I guess. Then I went over to their clothing section, and on the side of the wall they had some of the Olympic Air More up-tempos, which was pretty cool, and the white gum bottom ones too. Then I figured since I was going up to Nike Town uptown, I'd stop by Central Park and see the Pokemon Go situation. I actually was there right when an Aerodactyl or something popped up, and people freaked the hell out. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it. But I went over to Nike Town because it's close by. That place is great. It's like 4 or 5 floors of just straight up sneakers and Nike apparel. I'm not sure if it's their flagship store, but it makes sense if it was. They had a running wall on like the 2nd or 3rd floor. They had a basketball wall up on the 5th floor with their Jordans. Pretty much all the recent releases, nothing too crazy. Here's just a look of all the crazy floors. The top floor, the 5th floor that I was on, was the Jordan and basketball floor. Went over to the Jordan wall. It was pretty much recent releases. They had 31s. Like I said in my review, a great basketball shoe. Traction could be better, but other than that, it's a great basketball shoe. They had the Michigan shoes, the Michigan trainers, because I think they just started sponsoring Michigan. Pretty nice looking shoe. I just don't need them in my life. They did have more of the recent like City Pack, and also those Air Jordan 1s with the sock, which I really thought the upper would be like leather and not this like weird fabric knit material, so definitely not going to grab them. And also the sock is kind of weird. I just wanted to see them in person, see what they look like. and I'm not impressed, to be honest. They also had some of the retros. They had the metallic 5s still. They had some of the low 9s, low 1s. They had the Olympic 7s, and then of course the 14s. I hadn't actually seen. Well, I think they were at Kith, and actually, and actually at 21 Mercer. But this is the first time I picked them up. But that was pretty much it for my sneaker shopping. Leave a comment if you want to see more videos like this. This is my first sneaker shopping vlog attempt, so it wasn't the best. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs for more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs in all other forms of social media.